Hey there guys, thanks for tuning into the channel. I got a quick video for you today. So I finally got the SR20 that I've been looking for the Datsun 521 pickup project that I'm working on. I did buy it on Facebook. I got it a couple of months ago. Actually, I got it a few months ago, and I've been just super busy, haven't had much of a chance to work on it. But today I caught a break, and so I just wanted to get it out of storage here, get it over into the garage so that I can start cleaning it up, tearing it down, and just getting ready for the build on it. So I just wanted to go over some of those details with you guys on what it's looking like, how much I paid for it, what's wrong with it, and kind of why I went in the direction that I went in. So anyway, quick video. Let's get that intro out of the way and then we'll dive into it. Take a look. Got a bit of a mess here. Lighting's not great, but there it is. All right. So it's in this shed, and I got to get it over there. And then once I have it over there, I want to get into why I decided to go with buying a used one off of Facebook instead of buying one from an importer, and just kind of what the benefits are and kind of what I'm risking. It's pretty self-explanatory, but looking at it on paper, it made more sense to go in this direction for me right now. But anyway, I'm gonna get this guy over there real quick, and then we'll get into that. Wow, I ran out of daylight super quick on that one. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Engine's in. There she is right there in all of her fabulous glory. We're in the garage now. I've been working on this garage all summer, pretty much all summer long. Probably the biggest reason, or one of the biggest reasons, why I haven't really had a lot of time to post a lot of videos. And it's almost done. I got a couple little things to tighten up. A little bit of trim left to do outside, but nothing major. On the inside, it's a mess. I'm sure that you can see in the background, I got stuff all over the place, but it's good enough. And I'm gonna be completely tearing down the engine and rebuilding it from the bottom up. So if that's something that you wanna follow, or something that you're working on yourself, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell notification so that you can see everything that's going on with the engine, along with some of the other builds that we got going on. I'm gonna be posting how much it cost me on the engine to rebuild it, what the problems are with it, and pretty much just the entire process. Before I get too far into that, I wanted to get into why I decided to buy a used engine off of Facebook from someone that I don't know, or didn't know at the time, versus just buying one from a JDM importer. And so really what it came down to is money. It's kind of the same old story for a lot of us car guys, but money's tight. So for this engine, I paid $700, which I think was fair. I was gonna go with a JDM engine importer. I looked around, those engines were running about $4,000, but it came with the ECU, compression testing, the transmission, a lot of other little bits and pieces that this one does not. So the nice thing about buying one from a JDM importer is you know that you're gonna get something that's relatively low miles, and it's been compression tested, so you know that you're getting something that's odds are in really good shape. but you're also paying for it. So I looked around on Craigslist and Facebook, and a lot of people were asking for, honestly, a lot of money for a used SR20. Then I came across this guy, and when I got a hold of the guy selling it, he was perfectly honest with me. He said that the engine was running great. He ran it into Sylvia. He was happy with it. He was out drifting with it. He even sent me some video of the car drifting with the engine. But he was driving around one time and he heard a knocking sound coming from it. He pulled over, checked it out. It was definitely knocking from the bottom. Took it home, shut it down, and then the next day fired it up to see if it would do it again. Said the knocking was still there, actually a little worse. So he shut it down and called it. After talking to a couple of his buddies and a couple of people in the know, pretty much the consensus was rod knock. It's not confirmed, he didn't want to take it to a mechanic and have it torn apart and, you know, be into it for a diagnostic and whatnot on an engine that he probably wasn't going to keep anyway, and he wasn't looking to rebuild. So realistically, what we're looking at here is a rod knot. And then he was asking $700, which I think for an engine that hopefully that's all that's wrong with it is not bad. I was okay with it. I think that $700 is fair. I'm not looking to gouge anyone, and so I thought I have to build it myself. So I went on injukuracing.com and I pretty much filled the cart with everything that I'm going to need to rebuild this engine. Gaskets, injectors, new turbo, intake, manifold, exhaust manifold, just pretty much the works. I even put on their new rods and pistons. So I pretty much just filled it up with everything that I could put on there. The total came out to about $7,000. So that gets the engine pretty much rebuilt. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit more than that once it's all said and done, because there's always little things that come up. But $700 for the engine, $7,000 to rebuild it with premium parts all the way through, inside and out, and then a transmission, you know, roughly $600 from what I could tell. You can get a transmission on this guy. You know, then you got to do the clutch and a couple of other things, but we're not going to get into that. Let's just say transmission $600. That gives us a total of $8,300. If the internals on this guy are good, then I could save a lot of money and I won't have to spend the $7,000. It's probably going to be closer to $4,000, in which case I could be into this for a lot less than having bought one for $4,000 and then putting more money into it. But ultimately, it's not really a huge difference. I thought I was going to save a lot more money by going in this direction, but I'm really not. It's almost a wash. And it kind of depends on what's going on in there. But the best part about it is that I get to rebuild my first engine and it only cost me $700. I would rather rebuild an engine that I spend $700 on, and if I mess it up, I'm only into it for $700 for the engine and the parts, versus an engine that I'm into it for $4,000 and the parts. So that's really kind of what it came down to. The money was definitely a part of it. Like I said, the best part about it is going to be that I get to practice building an engine with only $700 versus $4,000. So again, quick video. If you want to follow the build and check out the Datsun videos, as well as the Pontiac G8 build that we got going on, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any videos, and I'll see you guys next time.